and I'm not.
Yeah. What up, everybody? It's Friday. What's our weekend? It's
Yeah.
Friday. Thank you so much for joining us on the Inside Show. It's called In Your Fields with the young. With the young. With the young. Jay, say that again. So
With the young.
with the young.
Come on.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for subscribing on this channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please press that subscribe button and also press the share button so that you can share with family and friends. And we've got an exceptional, interesting topic this morning. I promise you, you're going to want to listen in. It's all about tech stuff, and I need you to tune in and share this with people that you know. It's going to be very informative, and you're going to learn so much this morning. I've got with me my co-host.
Yes, sir. Top of the
Jay.
morning. Top of the morning
Jay
to
Paris.
each and every one of you. Thank you so much, like the young said, for joining us on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. It seems as though Fridays are overcast.
Yeah, why, Jay? It's because we bring the sunshine.
Sheesh!
Hey!
Sheesh on that one.
Oh.
Sheesh on that one. I just need to say this as well. We just under 200 subs to 1,000. Just
Thank
under
you, sir.
200 subs to 1,000. So we need you to subscribe.
We need you to subscribe, guys. Come on, guys. Come
let
on,
your friends
guys.
know. Let your family know about the Inside Show. I believe this show is definitely impactful, and it's just changing
Yes.
this generation.
Yes, totally, totally. Jay, but you feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's
I like your cap, Jay.
Inside merch.
Inside merch, inside merch. Thank you
top
so
as
much.
well.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Listen, family and friends, we've got an exceptional show, great show here this morning. We've got none other than Mr. Brandon Williams, known as BIBO because his company is BIBO Productions. Mr. BIBO. He's in the studio and he's got his own production company, and man, you're gonna hear about this guy. He looks young, okay, he is young, but he's been around for some time, you know. And you're gonna hear from him. He's gonna share some insightful things, and you're gonna learn so much. So if you have family members or whatever or you involved in church or even in corporate. And we're talking all about AV. It's all about AV this morning, audio visual stuff. And so you're going to learn so much from him. I want to introduce you to him. It's Brandon Williams. Bibo, how are you doing, man?
Let's go.
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me on the show this morning, guys.
Yeah. So tell me, man, before any show, look, let me say, I can't pin this guy down because he does so many shows. He's not just in AV. This man is a drummer as well. He's a musician. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's heavy, man.
Come on.
And the guy preaches also and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where. So for a big event that you're going to do, maybe a setup, whatever, is there some ritual that you go through to prepare yourself for the big day, some warm-up type of thing? Or what do you do?
Push-ups, man.
Push-ups in the morning.
Push-ups work like a dream.
Serious,
Push-ups.
people?
Get your blood going.
Okay.
How
So
many
how
can
many
you do?
push-ups do you do?
And coffee. I live on coffee.
Okay.
I'm a coffee guy.
So you need that
Yeah.
caffeine.
So pre-BIBO Productions, I was in IT. And
Okay.
all the IT guys know no one in IT sleeps. So,
Yeah, I know.
so we live on coffee. So coffee makes our world go round.
Okay.
So that's me. My wife knows even if I'm leaving the house, I've got a special mug. that she needs to make me a cup of coffee in so that I
Wow.
can take that with me because I can't operate without my morning coffee.
Hey man, big ups to your wife. Thank you so much, man, for giving this
Come
guy the
on.
caffeine that he needs for the day. Beautiful, man.
How did BIBO come about though? Because I know BIBO as, you know, those stuff that we used to.
Yeah, those stuff that the juice that we used to
You've
drink.
answered the question.
Is
so it's-
serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
So back in my youth days, when I was still in youth group,
Right.
I used to every Friday on my way to youth, when I get out of the taxi, I would make sure I stop at the Total Garage at the Marijsburg off-ramp.
Okay.
Walk there to the Total, buy me two BIBO juices.
Eh.
I drink the one on my way up, and the other one is I enjoy throughout.
It's for the evening.
For the evening, yeah.
Okay,
And
so
then the youth leader just started calling me BIBO, and it's like never left.
wow, man, that's interesting.
BIBO.
Yeah, Mr. Bibo. It came from the juice.
Facts.
Jay, you in the spirit, man.
Come
bro.
on.
On the Lord's Day.
On the Lord's Day. Beautiful, man. So we're gonna get into this. That's the warm-up segment, basically, right there, Jay. So, Bibo, we're gonna start from one place, one specific place. Who is Bibo? Who is Brandon? And give us the whole 9 yards, man.
So I'm a husband. I'm a father to
Right.
two amazing boys, aged 19 and 20. Yeah, I know.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're like teenage. Those ones are literally like teenagers in the house.
I think you and Pastor Les is in the same WhatsApp because yesterday Pastor Les was actually telling us a story as well.
No, man. He says his children are going on like 19 and 20-year-olds.
Yeah, my boys are aged 2 and 3.
Yeah.
They're such a blessing, keeping us busy,
Right.
keeping me on my toes as well. And yeah, man, I'm actively involved in my church as well. I serve in church. As you mentioned, I'm a drummer.
Right.
So that's me. Outside of that, and I'm a businessman running BIBO Productions on a daily,
Right.
servicing various clients, churches, corporates, and any other institute that requires my services.
Okay, so tell me, before all that, so where did Brandon start? Brandon comes from where?
Sure, I'm
Born and
was
bred?
Born and bred El Dorado Park.
Okay, beautiful.
Old Eldos.
Old
The
Eldos.
flats in Goat Street.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
where I grew up most of my life. Went to Goat Park Primary School.
Right.
Then my parents moved to Extension 4, where they still reside now. Then I attended Herengraad and Silver Oaks.
Silver Oaks High.
Silver Oaks High, yeah.
Ah,
So that's where I come from. That's
right.
that's
And
Brandon.
and the parents, you a PK?
I'm a PK. Both my parents are pastors. Pastors Julian and Hilda Williams. They
Big-
pastor church in.
Big shout out to them, man.
Come
Pastor
on.
Jukes, thank you so much, man, for this beautiful gift that you brought into the world.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm grateful because I fully believe that, and my parents know this, that if it wasn't for their seed, because I've always been involved in church.
Right, all
from,
your life.
From the word go, all
Okay.
I know is church.
Okay.
My parents used to be part of a group called Exaltation. So back in the day when they just first started out.
Yes.
So when my parents got married and I was born, they didn't have a nanny or leave me with someone at home. They
Right.
took me with to choir practice in a cradle, put me next to the mic stand,
Yes.
and I would sleep and obviously maybe lay awake while my parents are in rehearsal and all of that. And then they got involved in the church we were part of in Marijsburg, C3 Marijsburg. Now it used to be Jubilee back in the day.
Right, right.
And even there, they used to always take us with.
Okay.
So indirectly, it was showing us, this is what you need to be doing, boys. You need to be focused on building the house of God.
Wow.
Your life needs to,
Wow.
if you've got this down, you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about anything else. Because, so many pastors and preachers talk about it, that if you put God first,
Yes.
Come on.
He'll come through for you in any way.
Yes.
So, and I've seen that in my personal life even now, that I've never stopped serving. It's never been a question of, I want to stop serving,
Yeah.
because it's too late now for someone to come back and tell me God can't do X, Y, Z. Because
Right.
I've seen him do it.
Yes.
Yeah,
You've got
come
the
on.
experience.
Correct.
And how was your teenage years though? Because obviously grooming yourself from a young age
Yeah.
in the church arena, usually when the teenage years come about, some people drift,
Yes.
or was it always church?
It's always been church for me. I think, even in high school, I was always the one. I was never afraid to be, the green apple amongst the red apples.
Okay.
So there was always, I'll be friends with you guys, but I'm not engaging what you guys.
I-
That's where I draw the line. Cool, you guys
Okay.
can go and engage in whatever it is
You
wanting
had
to do.
boundaries.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dope.
So I knew what I stood for, and I stood by it.
Okay.
I didn't compromise on certain stuff because of a
dope.
feeling or because, what are my friends going to say? Yeah, they used to call me pastor, pastor. It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fine. I didn't
Facts.
mind being called pastor, pastor because I knew that I had moral standards. I knew that I had a vision for my life
Wow.
and where I wanted to be, and if I have to look back now at my life, I don't regret any of those decisions
Come
that I
on.
made
Awesome.
to not go and be part of the crowd.
And obviously, it comes with peer pressure.
Correct.
You know, you're gonna be pressurized into certain things. And look, it's not that you've been an angel all your
Yeah.
life. You did some bad things. You know what I'm saying, and some naughty things, and you get that. But the ultimate thing is that at the back of your mind, this is the plan of God for my life, and this is what I want to become. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do, and so forth. So you've been in church all your life. You've seen everything.
Yeah. Everything.
All the good and all the bad.
All the bad. Pastors come, pastors go. Leaders come,
Leaders
leaders go.
So you've seen that. So that's the relational side, the spiritual side you've seen.
Yeah.
But you've also seen the technical side.
Correct.
Yes. So that's where we want to come from, Jay. So we don't bring anybody in the studio that will give you a perspective of a salesman or a business guy that although he is a business guy, but he comes with all the knowledge of having been in church all his life and experiencing different things and with the technical stuff as well. So that's what we wanna we wanna push this morning. So we bring him into the studio. I select my guest carefully, right?
Come on.
So he's got the expertise. He knows exactly what he's doing, and that's why he will be able to give us good sound advice moving forward, and to you out there in terms of your church. So if I wanna invite you, if you have questions that you wanna ask online, do that right now so that we'll go through the questions, whatever questions you have, so that BIBO can address it and then get you a good way forward and have a good answer. Okay. So before we go on with that, with the technical side of stuff and so forth, we've got our segment, our game segment.
Yes, so we have
Jay.
a game called Pictogram.
Pictogram.
Pictogram it is. So this is how this game works, Tiank.
You guys are getting difficult, eh? Yo, pictogram.
Pictogram, come
Okay,
on.
right.
You want to explain it, Leo?
No,
Okay,
you
good to
go,
So
you
this
go.
is how this game works.
Okay.
There's gonna be So here we got our cup. It's a pink one, not blue. So there's pieces of paper in this cup, as we can see.
Right.
On the piece of paper, there's two different words.
So it's like a compound word
It's
also.
a compound word
Yeah.
where you have to actually draw each word on the board, and then we have to come up with what it actually is.
Okay, so
e.g.
maybe like
sunflower.
Yes.
You draw a sun
And a
then
flower.
you
So you
a
don't
flower.
draw the actual
You
thing.
don't draw the actual thing. You draw
Okay,
the sun.
cool.
You draw a flower, and then the first person that actually screams out the name and says "Unc" or "Bibo," you will obviously answer and say what it is, and then you'll get the point.
Okay, cool.
We good?
Yeah.
We're good.
We got 30 seconds, and
so-
we got 30 seconds.
So
to
can
draw.
we give our guest the first one? Let him draw. Let
Yeah.
him draw the
Let's just put that.
yeah.
Because the first word is difficult. That's why.
Okay, don't show them, but show the camera, please.
Jay, don't look.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay, you draw it.
Here we go.
And your 30 seconds starts now.
Okay, let's see this. Jay,
Nah, look on this side.
come on, say Jay.
Come on.
20 seconds.
What the heck is that?
Oh my God.
10 seconds.
That's a chain.
That's a rosary.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time out.
That's a rosary. Eh?
Close,
Right.
but not quite.
Cross.
Nah, my bro. Is there a specific topic that we're dealing with here? Is it? It's just random. Yeah, that's most difficult.
Guys, that is, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Trust
Okay.
me.
Doesn't get any.
What is
Serious.
this now?
If I was to Google that word, that's what's gonna come up.
What is this?
What is that?
Necklace.
Nah, my bro.
No, bro. Necklace, you had to draw a neck and lace.
How do I draw lace?
Shoelace.
Shoelace.
Yo, people.
Yo.
Let me go.
Okay.
me see.
Close your eyes, guys.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, no, I'm turn that paper around. Jay will look. They will look. They will
Oh, nah, I didn't even see anything, I
I know
promise.
you didn't see.
J.
Okay.
Okay.
30 seconds starts now.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay. Earpiece.
Remember, you must scream out your name.
Oh, you
first.
gotta.
Yo.
Think about it.
Jay,
Okay.
eardrum.
Earring. Bibo, earring.
Bibo. Point to Bibo.
Yeah, there we go.
Jay, you must draw nice, man.
If I get something dope, don't give me billboard.
Don't give us a whiteboard. Give us Photoshop. We'll show you
Okay,
something.
look that side.
Okay.
How the heck am I gonna get this?
Easy, Jay. Think about the two
Jay,
different
yeah,
words. Put it together.
take the blue one.
Where's the?
Go to the blue one.
Okay, your 30 seconds starts now.
Okay, there we go.
Galaxy. Galaxy chocolate. What? Yo.
Think about compound words. It's general compound words.
I don't know if I did justice to this. I tried my best.
Did.
Nah, my bro.
Okay, this time.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
Time to
What is this, Jay?
So you, what's the other words like the synonyms? Galaxy. A universe.
Universe.
Okay, Bibo, space bar.
Hey man.
Yay!
Hey man. Hey man.
Wow!
Hey,
man.
hey,
I can give it to him. I can give it to Bibo. Bibo
Yeah,
said
Bibo
that
is
he-
very
man.
IT, guys. IT.
Come
Nah,
on.
Bibo is very yay.
Are we gonna go back?
I never would have got that, Jay. Space bar, man.
Space bar. One more.
Do I have to draw
One
again?
more.
Yeah.
One more. Let's go.
Okay, give me space bar.
Nah, all the others are that side.
Okay, let's see this one, Jay.
Yo.
I need to beat you down.
Okay, you guys got it there?
No, I didn't see anything. I
Yeah,
promise.
these oaks are not gonna get this one. Let's see.
The hell?
I won't give time this time.
Firewall.
Remember to scream out your name first. Come on, guys.
Oh, fire dog.
What does fire do? What is fire?
Yeah.
Was I close?
What is fire?
Mm,
Fire is
burn. Yeah.
wow.
Hot dog.
Yes,
Leicester.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
guys.
Hot dog, my bro.
Come on, Unc.
How did you get there?
Box.
I beat you again, bruh.
Nah, that's dope.
I beat you again. We done.
Oh, we done? Okay.
Yeah, we done, Jay.
Actually, the winner.
Jay, that was
Bibo's
Bibo's the winner.
the winner.
Yeah, but I
in
beat
this
you.
battle,
Yes,
okay.
Jay. Again.
Nah, it's cool.
I think it's now what 8 weeks now in a row.
Nah, about 4.
Yeah.
About 4. Hot dog.
Jay, take your pink cup away there. Thank you. Okay, so we back with what we're going to discuss this morning, and we're gonna really get into this. So there's people listening to us out there, Bibo. They've got small to medium sized churches. We're looking at maybe from 50 capacity to 500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what capacity, right? And where do you start as a church, as a pastor? You've got now this congregation. You need speakers. You need at least a PA system with mics and
Yeah.
instruments. Where do you start? How do you put this thing together?
I think as every pastor will agree that, or that knows, everything starts with a vision.
Yeah.
They need to have a vision for whether it be the media team or the media of the church. So
Okay.
it basically before you even start thinking budget or the pricing of equipment or getting intimidated by the cost of gear.
Yes.
You need to first start with what are we wanting to achieve?
All right.
Because not every church wants to use a projector.
I hear you.
Some churches want to use a TV.
Yes.
Other churches want the LED screen.
Yes.
Other churches, based on where they are at financially, need to use a transparency overhead
Projector. Yes.
So it just depends where you are at as a ministry and what the vision for your church is. Because obviously, everything that the pastor tends to do in the church is in line with the vision of the church.
Right.
So everything is adding and building towards the vision, towards the end product of where we're seeing ourselves in the next 2 years, in the next year, in the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
So whether it be, we're starting with the media first. That means we're going all out. It's computers, it's cameras, it's projectors. Then next we're doing maybe musical instruments. Then they're doing the PA. Then they're doing
Yes.
the mics.
Yes.
So if you've got that vision down, then now you can start shopping around with regards to, because projectors, there's a wide range of projectors.
Yes.
There's your university, school type of projector. There's your boardroom kind of projector. Then there's your cinema projector. Then there's your home cinema projector. And then you're getting professional laser projectors.
Yes.
So all of them also fall within a different price range.
Yes. Yes.
So once you've got that vision written down, then see, what's the starting point? Let's start off with buying a projector. And
So
let's get
so
going.
it depends where you want to start.
Correct.
So from your background, so you've got the background of growing up in the church. You've got the IT background because you
Yeah.
did IT for many years. You've also got the musician side of
Yes.
stuff. So you know at least what instruments need to be purchased.
Correct.
and so forth. So you've got that background. And then also you did sound engineering.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the new thing about streaming, live streaming, producing broadcast stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
To go on live
yes.
stream on social media platforms. You've also got the design side of stuff.
Yeah.
So like your Photoshops and so forth. And then also the videography about it.
Yeah.
Doing editing on video and so forth, because that's where Jay's gonna come in and so forth. So all that background you've got, and now you've positioned yourself to want to help churches
Yeah.
accomplish their vision
Correct.
that they have as a production house.
Yes.
So look at it holistically and say, okay, this is what you need. These are the options. And it, like you say, it all depends on budgets. But
Yeah.
I think budgets must come last into the equation. Don't you think so?
Yes. Yeah. Because a budget can scare you away.
Right.
Because
right.
if you come with, okay, cool, let's first get the pricing of everything. If you're seeing, hey, projector, 9,000. Or you're talking about laser, now you're looking at 120,000.
Yeah.
Already it's like, hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Daunting task.
Correct. So if you do put the budget last, that discussion can always happen because, you can always make a plan to get to the whatever the cost of the hardware is gonna be.
Yes. Yes.
There's payment terms you can discuss with the service providers and the suppliers. It's not like walking into an incredible connection where you need to have, here's the 8,000 and we're buying the projector. No, you can discuss terms with the service provider and you can say, look, based on where we're finding ourselves at now, we can
Yes.
lay down XYZ within the next month, 2 months. We can lay down the remainder of the money and then we can pick up our equipment within 3 months' time.
And on that topic, bro, how important do you think it is for churches to stay up to date with these equipment, especially being in the 21st century?
Yes.
It's very, very important. Not even. So what I've noticed in the field is that a lot of churches also don't do. So they take for granted the maintenance.
Yes.
The maintenance side of it. So they'll be like, this projector when we bought it was shining so nice, but look, see how it looks now. Yes, but Pastor, it's been like 7 years. If you log into the settings of that projector, that projector tells you it's going to give you 3,000 hours on the lamp.
Yes.
Just because you've gotten 8,000 or 9,000 hours out of it doesn't mean, yes, this projector's still working. Yes, it's still working, but if you have to compare the picture quality of when it was brand new to now, so the lamp is tired. Replace the lamp. So even that, Jay, is also not in a sense keeping up with technology, but just also maintaining your equipment so that your standard remains the same. The quality of what you're producing remains the same.
And also, what I want to bring in, technology changes so rapidly.
Correct.
Sometimes you want to change a lamp of a projector when it's better just to buy another projector.
Correct.
It's gonna be cheaper. And the technology has advanced so that the new projector is far better than the old one.
Features.
It's got more features. You see what I'm saying? So you want to replace lamps all the time, but then you don't realize if I bought another projector, it's cheaper and it's gonna give me a better picture.
Correct. And that's the reality about it. I mean, we're living in a world now where your Samsung and LGs are producing 8K.
Yes.
I mean, we don't even have 4K laid out properly yet. They already, Apple came with 5K.
Yes.
Now the TVs are doing 8K. So it's like, how are we even keeping up with all of this?
Exactly. Exactly.
Some of us don't even have the full HD thing.
Sorted
yet.
Yes.
Now we're seeing already our cameras are outdated because they're HD, because 4K is out and 4K is giving us so much more to work with on in post-production because 4K just shoots so much more pixels than what an HD camera would shoot. So now it's like, okay, cool. Do we now purchase a HD camera? Do we purchase a 4K? But now you're talking about almost double or 3 times the price of an HD camera.
Exactly.
Do you think there's pressure?
A lot of pressure. Industry can really force you or put you under a lot of pressure if you try to keep up with it.
Yes.
But if your current equipment can do what you are needing done in that season,
yes,
work with it.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Work with it.
Yes.
See what you've got in your hand and make it work for you.
I'm taking a scenario. So you buy maybe, let's say you purchase a camera. This is a 3CCD camera.
Yeah.
It's a HD camera. They tell you full HD.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pay, let's say 25K a camera. That's about the going price.
Correct.
Okay. So you get a 25K camera. You buy 2 cameras. 25K, it's 50,000. You're a congregation of 100 to 200 people. So you put these cameras up. You spend 50K. Now, your output must match what you bought. So you bought
Correct.
HD cameras and so
Correct.
forth. Okay, the quality is fine and so forth. I'm saying I can put an iPhone or your new Galaxy or your new what is this other Huawei. Yeah, that Huawei. I almost said Hyundai, but that Huawei phone, right? So you can put those ones, and then you can get a better picture quality than what you have with your 25K camera.
Correct.
And that's facts.
And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? So you are 100-seater church to 200. I'm saying, why don't you go with 3 phones?
Yeah.
And then capture those pictures, and then because you can now let those phones go to somewhere, and you're gonna discuss that. I don't wanna jump, and then you can broadcast that.
Yeah.
And there's no drop in quality. In fact, it's better than those cameras that you purchased. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, and it's all about, Jay, it's all about the knowledge. And sometimes I do understand pastors and senior men don't have the time to still research all that.
Yes.
So that's why you need someone technical and someone in the media department to do all that for you, so that you know education is important. You know what I'm saying? So that you know what you're purchasing.
Yeah.
So take us through that. I like to be practical on the shows, right? I like to be practical. So we have to give practical solutions. The big thing now is broadcast.
Correct.
Right? Must I go online or shouldn't I go online as a church with all this COVID in it? Discuss that for us.
Look, I think that's a no-brainer,
Right.
where we're finding ourselves at this point in time. It's where the church is open or where the church is closed. Because not everyone has gotten themselves to that point yet where they're comfortable to come back to church.
Okay.
So you're wanting to still keep them engaged in the life of the church.
Yes.
Because they are a member, congregant member of your church. And you're also wanting to reach beyond your church doors.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you are making that decision to start broadcasting and going live, then that's a brilliant decision to make.
Yes.
All you now need to do is, again, draw up a plan and don't just go live.
Yeah.
You need to know we are going live, but we are going live to where?
Right.
Are we going YouTube? Are we doing Facebook?
Facebook, yes.
Are we doing Twitter?
Yes.
Are we doing to the app, to the website?
Instagram. What are
correct.
we doing?
What
Yes.
are we doing? Because if there's no plan, it's like, we're hitting a miss. We just, random stuff is happening.
Right.
And then the quality of what you're trying to do is compromised. Because no
100%.
time went into the planning. There was no proper setup. Now the equipment that you're using, a lot of people are even using state-of-the-art equipment, but how they integrating
Integrate it.
everything, it's
Yes.
compromising stuff.
Yes.
How the audio's distorting, or the
Yes.
picture quality isn't, the if you look at the camera and versus online, what you're seeing is
Yes.
like,
Hey,
exactly
what's
like what you
happening?
mentioned now,
Yeah.
Pastor Les, is that I know that camera, that's like a 50, 60K investment. But what I'm seeing online
Doesn't
nothing
match
about
up.
it says
Doesn't add up.
60,000.
Yes.
So there's just that type of thing that there's also it's also just lack of knowing the product.
Right.
So if you are going to go live, know your product, what your product can do, what it can't do. Use it to its full capacity. Use your gear to a point where your gear is limiting you from moving forward.
100%.
And that's when you get yourself to that point where you're like, now we need to upgrade.
Yes.
So don't just upgrade now because 4K. Yeah, let's go 4K. Okay, yeah, but there's like 100 features still on this camera
That you're not
we,
using.
We don't even know.
Yeah.
Every week the pastor's out of focus on screen, but we wanted to buy a 4K camera now. So something as simple as focus we can't even get right.
Right.
So there's in that sense there's no need. The need isn't justifiable why we are needing to upgrade our current gear.
Okay. So case scenario, Jay.
Yeah.
I've got 100 people in my congregation.
Yeah.
They're at home. I'm not having church. I want to go live, right? I'm a pastor. I've got speakers. I've got a mixer. What do I need to go live? I just want, when I preach, my message that I'm going to put out on Sunday morning, it must go to my congregants.
Yeah.
What do I need?
So you'll need basically like what you explained now. You need a mic, you need a mixer, preferably a mixer that can that's got like a USB port on it, so that you can connect to your computer.
Okay.
If you are gonna go that route, if you're gonna use a cell phone, it's very straightforward.
Okay. Let's take the cell phone scenario.
Okay.
How do I make just
Take us
using
through
a cell
the
phone?
process.
How do I make that presentable?
Okay, so for cell phone, you obviously need it to be stable. So these days, guys are using ring lights, or you can put it on a tripod, a cell phone tripod. Put your
Right.
just so that your picture is gonna be stable, because you don't want it looking like a documentary or a pirate copy of a movie, and the cameras all over the place and someone's feet. And
Yes.
So are we
So-
saying this is just the camera and it's not at this moment in time connected to any software?
Yeah, so we-
Are we
so we
taking
just-
us through?
Yes.
Okay.
correct.
Yes.
And again, if a plan was in place, you know 100% where the placement of the camera is gonna be. Because
okay.
the placement of that is also important.
True.
Because if you are going to stream your entire service, that means from praise and worship right up until the pastor's done the altar call and closes both the live and the in contact service, then you need to be able to see everything
Right.
where
100%.
that camera is.
Okay. Okay.
If your pastor is comfortable with moving the camera when the preaching starts so that there's a bit of a tighter shot,
Okay.
I wa-
By
I was,
all
I was
means.
just about to
Yeah,
speak. The
yeah.
shots and everything, it's also important to,
Yeah.
Yes.
to know exactly, because a lot of the times pastors are sitting so far,
Yeah.
their headspace is...
composition is very, very important.
Right.
So camera composition, which also, that's when it becomes very technical, for pastors and churches who haven't had this type of experience before. Because
Okay.
let's be real, COVID has forced a lot of pastors who don't have media teams to be able to learn overnight.
Night. Yes. Just word that you're going to continue now. Just word that, Bibo. I'm saying we're more than a year
Yeah,
into lockdown. To go by now.
No excuse.
There's no excuse.
correct.
There's no excuse.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse. We are a year, more than a year in
Yes.
lockdown. You're supposed to get your things,
Yeah.
your ducks in a row now. By now. Yes. So you say we've got the phone.
So you've got your phone there. You can hook up your phone to your mixer. Then you can probably just use like an aux out or headphones out, depending.
Right.
And I'm talking like, this is more like for your smaller scale
Churches. Okay.
That are just going to make do with what they've got in their hand
yes.
at that particular point
Yes.
in time. Run that aux into your
phone.
into your cell phone. With iPhone, you'll need that adapter. Huawei,
Yes.
I'm not too sure if they've got any adapters that you need. Certain phones need you to have a third-party application
Yes.
to be able to pick up that audio that's coming in from an external source. So then just use, Google. Check, because I don't know I'm not too familiar on the Android platforms, what those apps are that you need for that. But
Okay.
on iPhone, I know there's like an Epoch cam you can use. You can even just use the normal camera and start streaming. Start streaming with that. So if you're wanting your audio from your mixer to go to your camera, then
Is that
an aux.
advisable? That's advisable.
It is advisable, yes. If you don't have your audio, like again, now it becomes technical, because now you need to get the sound actually sounding
Proper.
proper for online.
Yes.
Can't be the pastor talking or trying to prophesy and it's just
It's distorting.
distorting on
Yes.
the thing and it's cutting out, and it's just like, you know what, guys, can we, rather than just stream with the camera or the phone picking up the audio in the room,
Yeah.
if that's what's going to give our audience the best solution and option at the moment, let's go with that.
Yeah. Or we buy the microphone that clips onto the
And you're
onto
about
the
it.
phone.
Road mic.
The Rode mic that clips onto the phone and it goes right into your jack,
Yes.
and you use that as a microphone
Yes.
to pick up.
Correct.
Okay.
So there is ways. There's ways around it
Right.
to go that route. Then there is obviously, if there is budget, and then you've got the mixer that's got a USB port. You run the cable. It's a normal standard printer cable to your mixer, not to your computer or laptop, and then your computer detects the mixer obviously as an audio device. So all you do now is you just sort out the routing between the mixer and the laptop. These days, everyone's using OBS. Seems to be the most reliable solution.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's free. It's open source. It's
Yeah.
free. very user friendly. You know, anyone can navigate their way around on OBS. And then also in OBS, now you're just setting up OBS for what you're wanting to achieve. What do you want OBS to do? I want OBS to have my picture. I want OBS to have my audio coming in. I want a logo. I want lower thirds. And then you sort out where you're streaming to.
Okay. And that's where you come in.
Correct.
BIBO. So if you don't have a media team and you don't really have someone technical within your congregation, this is what you do. Even if you have a media team and you need advice and you need to do walkthrough, you contact BIBO Productions. So you contact BIBO, he'll come in, look at what you have, and then advise you. That's why we've got you on this platform, because I know how difficult it is, for pastors to make decisions, the board to make decisions. Some pastors have to wait for the board.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To sit down, the board maybe takes 3 months to discuss it first. Then after that, that one will second it and so forth. But here we are. So we're in a modern age. And I'm saying with church, because we're dealing with church right now. We'll get to the corporate now. But we're dealing with church right now. So we're going to exegesis the scripture.
Come on.
The scripture, right? The scripture says, faith comes by hearing. And hearing by the word of God. We agree on that.
Yeah.
But faith can't come. It comes by hearing. So if the speakers are not proper and the mic is not proper, faith is not going to come.
Yeah.
Because the speakers, you can't hear what's going on or
So
what the pastor is saying. There's no hearing happening. So how are you going to exegete that scripture properly? You see what I'm saying? This is a technical exegesis of that scripture. So you have to hear properly. And that's the frustration that you have. You want to know why you're not getting likes and why you're not getting views, and so it's because it's not sounding nice.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look nice.
It doesn't look.
Yeah.
So you wanted to say, BIBO?
You know, the reality about it is that, when it comes to church, there's a lot of, let's just make it happen. That happens and that takes place. But if you need to think in your day-to-day life, Jay, you've been on a plane. Lester, you've been on a plane.
Yeah.
If a plane is there, if you know this Boeing that I'm about to climb onto now, that I'm about to board, has got 4 engines.
Yeah.
And that pilot comes on that comms and say, guys, we're about to take off now, but we've only got 2 engines.
Aye, my bro.
Out of the 4, are you going to climb on that plane?
I'm off. Aye.
So automatically, in a sense like that, if we know this thing's supposed to have 4 engines and it's only got 2 engines, we pull out.
Yes.
And that's the same scenario in church.
Yeah.
If a church don't know how to hold a microphone, if the sound isn't right, if they don't start on time, if they go over time, if it's always dear makar, people don't want to be part of that. People don't come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's just like there's no order. People sit in boardrooms, they sit in Zoom meetings, the Zoom meeting starts on time, it ends on time.
Yes.
They sit in boardrooms, there's air conditioning.
Yes.
At church, we can't even remember to turn the fan on.
Yeah.
We keep needing to tell sister so-and-so to go. Now she's walking in front of the camera. It's on a live stream now when the fan was supposed to be turned on before the service.
Bro.
So it's that kind of stuff that puts people off. And a lot of people, when they look at it, because that's the reality of the live streaming now at the moment. You've got that at your convenience now. You can watch any church.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Any church.
Yes.
Within a half an hour, you could have scrolled through 10 different churches
Yeah.
and chosen which service do I actually want to watch today.
And if you were a congregant of one of the churches, you at least also want to see your church.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But now you're scared because, ish.
And you don't want to.
And we are friends.
It's gonna distort. And
I want to worship with them, but the lyrics come on late on the screen.
my
I
bro.
can't.
Don't want to invite anyone to a watch party because embarrassed.
So it's just that and it's guys, it's very, very simple.
Yes.
We complicate it too much, and to
100%.
get that right, it's the small things that we need to get right.
It's the small things.
Let's make sure the audio is right. All that's gonna take is, if it's not a full day during the week, it's gonna be possibly one evening during the
Yes.
week to come in.
Yes.
Make time to improve on your audio, improve on your picture quality, and do some research and ask around.
Yes.
Guys, we're having this issue. Seems like, when a pastor's walking, looks like a ghost. Okay, cool. There's reasons why he's looking like a ghost.
Yeah.
The settings on your camera is not correct. So all of that is now just because now pastors are like, something's wrong with this camera. We need to buy a new camera. But because of lack of understanding and knowing, and I have to give it to pastors. They not, a lot of pastors aren't technical.
Yes.
They're just meant to bring vision, lead the church.
And that's what they're supposed to
preach.
do.
Correct.
Yes.
Now when it comes to then it's a whole other ball game.
Yeah.
So they tend to not get it right 99% of the time.
Yeah.
There are pastors that are killing it out there, and I have to take my hat off to them and say,
Yes.
well done.
Guys are
Even
doing
without
very
having
well.
a team,
Yes.
you've pulled.
You're doing well.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're doing very, very well. Keep on keeping on.
Yes.
But we can't expect that from every pastor. It's like expecting every guy to be the nuts man. Not everyone's a DIY kind of guy.
Yeah. So when we come back to now equipment and so forth, Bibo, how do you feel about when you purchasing now? You decided, I'm going to purchase a PA system, meaning I'm going to purchase speakers and I'm going to purchase a mixing desk or audio desk. What would you say? At where we are now in the 21st century, 2021, do I still go for analog or do I go straight for digital?
Sure, that's actually a tricky question because digital is the way to go. No
Right.
doubt. That's
Yeah.
where the world's going.
Yeah.
Audio these days is all digital with Dante and
Yeah.
just the way routing happens these days. PA
Yeah.
systems, line array, everything now. No longer are there speaker cables. Everything connects over Ethernet.
Ethernet.
Speed
Yeah.
is faster. There's no latency.
Yes.
And the response. Now you're able to monitor your speaker temperatures and the impedance all on a laptop or an iPad, which
Right.
you can't do with an analog system.
Yes.
You can monitor that singer singing on stage. You can check the level of the battery on the mixer. And that's just because you're running digital signals.
Yes.
So it gives you, digital is definitely going to make it a lot more convenient for you. Because again, the digital aspect is now to take away, as much as we were supposed to change the batteries before the service, some, creatives tend to push a battery a little bit further.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now you're able to monitor it.
Yes.
And that monitoring is simply just so that we don't have a mic going off. During the preaching,
Or
during the
singing.
praise and worship.
Yes.
Or now we've lost, where's the acoustic guitar now, because it's also on a wireless pack.
Yeah.
But you're able to monitor all of that. You can see RF. You can see, you can adjust your transmitters, your mic transmitters, all from your console.
Right.
Which on analog you can't do.
can't do
You
it.
can't do all of that. There's
Yeah.
a lot of manual work.
What would you say is safer though? Because obviously with the digital now, a lot of the times things tend to become Wi-Fi driven.
Yeah.
Now the speeds of the Wi-Fi has to be up to scratch and so forth on.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's Wi-Fi driven. It's network driven.
Network driven.
Yeah, it's network
Yeah.
driven. So you don't have to worry about losing a Wi-Fi signal or that.
Yeah.
It's network driven. So once your
Yeah.
network is running, it's running, it's
Yeah.
stable.
And that's also another thing that I've picked up on, some of the clients I deal with, because they don't really understand what you've just mentioned now.
Yes.
Like your network. Okay, cool. What are you talking about? Okay, network. Cool. You get a gigabit network,
Yeah.
then you get a 10 to 100
Yes.
network.
Yes.
So 10 to 100 just means you're going to get 10 megabits, or you're going to get 100 megabits, or you're going to get 1,000
Yes.
megabits, which
Yeah.
is a gig, 1 gig.
Yeah.
So gigabit speeds is what majority of
People go
equipment
Yes.
runs at,
Yes.
and what you need to be going for.
Yes.
10 to 100 shouldn't be an option, because 10 to 100 technically you're getting 10% only of what, you're, supposed to be getting.
getting.
Yes.
So where's the other 900
Yes.
that I'm supposed to be getting? You're losing that.
Yes.
So then you tend to see on your
Facts.
picture quality that you're trying to broadcast, why is it looks like the picture is staggering along?
Yes.
It's because your routers and your switches and the type of infrastructure you've got can't produce the speeds
That you
that you are requiring for your live stream.
100%.
So the minute you start rolling out gigabit from the start till
To the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sorted.
Yes.
With your Wi-Fi access points, it's not ideal to stream over Wi-Fi, but if that's all you've got, then stream over Wi-Fi, because I
Right.
think that's what we're discussing here.
Yeah.
With regards to use what you've got. If Wi-Fi is all you've got and it's stable, it's reliable, turn off your iPad, your cell phone, your laptop, all of those
Just
other devices.
use it for the broadcast.
Correct.
Yes.
Anything else that is going to connect to that same SSID or that same access point, disconnect all those devices just for the duration of the live stream.
Yes.
Because you're going to create spikes with someone coming in, their phone connects, they walk out, their phone disconnects. So that makes your Wi-Fi now unstable.
Unstable, yeah.
But if there's one device connected the entire time and you've got a reliable internet service provider, preferably maybe, certain people are privileged to be in areas where there's fiber.
Fiber, yeah.
If you've got LTE, hopefully you're in an area where you've got strong enough LTE
Yeah.
signal, and it's, LTE is not consistent also.
Fact.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
I think also you can have this option. You don't also have to go live. So you can do
Yeah.
a pre-recording
Correct.
of what you want to say or do before the Sunday,
Yes.
and then you can play that through.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying on the Sunday.
A pre-recording will also give you, if you don't have that, if your equipment isn't up to scratch,
Yeah.
like we don't have proper cameras, we don't have proper mics, we don't have, a solid team to be able to run the live stream.
Yeah.
Pre-recordings is one of the things that I push with most of my clients
Okay.
who are open to it.
Okay.
Because pre-recording is just opening up so much opportunities to bring another level of excellence into it.
Okay.
Because now you're able to create transitions between the praise and worship and when the pastor walks on.
Yes.
And
The
you're able to-
announcements.
correct.
Yes.
Now you're able to put the announcements in properly. You're able to put the scriptures on screen, it's right size, the logo comes on. So then you're also able to mix the audio during the week. So now you're able to hear what it sounds like. You can do some post-production on the audio. You can do color correction on the video. So just that type of stuff, that's the advantage
Of
of
pre-recording.
pre-recording.
And then it's the onus up to you when you want to post it.
Correct.
Live.
Correct. So you can just then decide. It's either you're going to premiere it or, again, use OBS.
Yeah.
So it plays back as live.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
And there's another application now that I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It used to previously be called Living as One. Now changed over to Resi. So Resi is the only platform that will allow you to stream on any internet connection. I can use my cell phone as a hotspot. That my stream will stay on.
Wow.
My phone can die for 20 minutes. So Resi creates a 20-minute buffer.
Sure.
So if anything happens to my internet connection within that 20 minutes, no one online knows.
Wow.
My stream plays successfully for 20 minutes until I'm able to get a charger,
Or it comes back on.
Yeah,
Yes.
reload data, or the router now just blew or
Yeah.
whatever. Organize another router, plug in. Okay, cool, guys, we're back on. And when that buffer ends, till where you regain internet connection,
Seamless.
Seamless.
Okay.
seamless integration.
Beautiful.
Because what the application does
Is it a free application?
No.
Or you have to pay for it?
It's a paid
Is
application.
Is it subscription based or once off?
It's subscription based
Okay.
per month. So there's a hardware side to it where you
Okay.
can purchase hardware and then stream via the hardware, or there's another option where you integrate it with the lyrics projection software called Pro Presenter.
Okay.
So that's on the latest version of Pro 7.
Okay.
So then there's an integration of Resi. So Resi and Pro Presenter have come together because everyone's basically seen we
Sure.
need to see how we can make things easier. For churches.
And that's why I'm gonna keep on harping on this. If maybe some of the things that we're speaking here sounds like Greek to you, right? But that's why I've got BIBO in studio so that you can contact him, and he will give you all the details in terms of he'll come in, and then he'll try and sort different scenarios. It doesn't matter what of AV, anything about audio visual, he'll be able to sort out for you. Jay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually got a question here from one of the viewers on YouTube.
Right.
I think the challenges we have is budget for the digital-based church platform in smaller churches. What's a basic budget churches should have in mind for a basic digital audio system?
Audio system. So we're talking digital mixer
Yeah.
with maybe a PA speakers, depending how big the size of the church
Correct,
is. So
correct.
you wanna, because not all churches. Look, some guys will come in and they'll sell you a line array system for a 200-seater church. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Point source is better.
Correct.
Because you get better coverage.
Yeah.
Line array is for far throw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you think it looks cool because the speakers hang so because you saw it on the
curvature and
video.
all that.
You know, no. It's what works in terms of the audio for you. So we're looking at because they say smaller churches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking at point source. We're looking at the digital mixer.
Correct.
What are you looking at?
So the consoles I would recommend for the smaller churches would be your SI Impacts, so your Soundcraft. So Soundcraft, before you start getting your VI 1000 and the VI 3000,
Okay.
there's a SI range.
Okay, so there's SI range in Soundcraft. Yeah.
And then there's your Allen and Heath also that has
Yes.
got, I think that's a QU24.
Yeah, QU, I think there's QU16,
Yes.
QU24.
Correct.
Yes.
So that's also that, and then there's the Behringer that everyone's using these
Yes,
days.
yes.
That one's hot on the market at the
Hot.
moment.
He's hot.
So
So Behringer, you can go X32
correct.
or you can go the upgraded one, the wings.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that one, and you know what? If you purchase a mixer like that, it's fully integrated.
Correct.
It can do what big mixers can't do.
Yeah.
In terms of, because that's how they looked at it. It's a modern mixer.
Yes.
Budget wise, just give a few figures.
So budget wise, with regards to a console, the minute you start going digital, you need to have about 60,000 rand for your console.
Okay.
And that's just because you're moving over to a digital platform.
Okay. So with that is the actual hardware.
Correct.
The actual mixer.
Yes.
Now Behringer's got something where it will cost you a lot cheaper,
Correct.
where you will buy there's an actual what do you call it? A rack.
Yeah.
You buy the actual rack where all your mics go into and
It's
so
a
forth.
2U rack.
A 2U rack, yeah. So you purchase all that, all your mics go in there and so forth. But then you control it via your iPad.
Yeah.
So your mixer literally sits on your iPad.
Correct.
So you're not buying the actual
Yes.
mixer, you're just buying the rack.
Yeah.
So that's also an option.
Correct. Soundcraft has also got a similar kind of interface also. It's also like a digital kind of platform. So they've sold it out more as for small bands.
Yes.
So now small bands are touring with this little, I forgot the name now. Yeah, I forgot the name of what it.
But it's
what
a
it was
Soundcraft
called. It's a
product.
Soundcraft product.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also rack mountable and
Yes.
it's road ready. A band goes, they plug themselves into it. The drummer can monitor him, adjust his own in-ears. The keyboardist can adjust his. So you're getting all of that scalability out of something that you can put into your case.
You can
and
put it,
travel with.
and that's for churches that need to set up maybe in school walls,
Yeah.
in community walls, and you're renting a property.
Yes.
You set up and you take down. It's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there you're looking at half that budget,
Correct. They're
Yes.
easily anywhere between 15 and 20,000 rand.
between 15 and 20,000 rand.
Correct.
Then you'll have 24 channels.
Yeah.
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 24 channels of audio, and you're mixing it on an iPad. So if you have an iPad already, then you're good to
Yeah,
go.
You're halfway there.
You're halfway there. I don't know about you, but you have to give us advice. When it comes to audio, the Apple products for me, in terms of iPads, in terms of, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the Android stuff.
Yeah, I haven't been in the industry for quite some time. I've always found Apple to be very reliable.
Yes.
I mean, Jay,
Stable.
your video editor as well. Apple, you cannot go wrong. Apple
Yeah.
has been designed
For this.
for production.
Yes. Yes.
So everything, how it was scaled, how it was built, how the thought pattern that went
Mm-hmm.
into it was for creatives, and the machine can handle the load.
Yes.
It's built for the kill.
Yeah.
So with the iPads also, the iPads seem to be a lot more stable
Then a laptop.
than a laptop.
Yeah.
Windows machines,
Yeah.
I've got nothing against Windows
Yeah.
or the developers of Windows or whatever,
Yeah.
but
Facts.
come on a Sunday, you're turning it on, it's going to tell you, please
Yeah.
do not unplug the power, updating Windows now.
Yeah.
That thing can take anything between 30 minutes to an hour
Yes.
to finish.
Yes.
Now sound check is running late.
Aye.
Everyone's getting frustrated now because
Oh.
we're waiting for the guys, for the words to be able to test their video clips. But guys, we are waiting for this Windows machine. So if, again, everything falls within budget.
Yes.
But now with lockdown, a lot of companies have been running, whether it's a clearance sale, whether it's a 50% off,
Yeah.
or people are selling off equipment.
Yes.
Photographers are selling their cameras.
Yes.
I mean, I'm seeing broadcast cameras going anywhere between 8 and 10,000 rand.
Wow.
And there's a lot of Apple products as
Correct.
well. That's,
Yes.
that's
So
low
it's
end
just,
prices.
keep your ear on the ground.
Yes.
Don't now be, okay, this camera we need is 60,000. Yo, when are we going to have 60,000? No, keep researching, keep looking.
Yeah.
Because if you
Exactly.
keep looking, you're going to find the right deal.
Yeah. So we looked at mixers, and I think from that question that came, I don't know who's that asked that question, Jay, but from that
Meek Media.
we've got the mixer covered.
Yes.
What about speakers?
Hey, speakers is where it becomes challenging because it depends on the size of your audience.
Right.
And that's a very important factor that you need to take into consideration when you're purchasing speakers.
Let's say 100 to 200 people.
So 100 to 200, you could look at tops and bins. I would say
Yes.
double, single 15s, 2 15 tops. You can easily pick up for 14,000 rand.
14,000.
14.
Good quality that will last.
Good
you.
quality that's gonna last you. Obviously, your quality only takes your equipment will only take you as far as what your team is gonna manage. It.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
So the pastor can spend 100,000 rand on a drum kit. If the drummer is not going to look after it, it's not worth us spending that money on the drums. Same with you can buy line array, top of the range. That's meant that guys are using in big concerts.
Yes.
You're going to the dome.
Yes.
This same array we put in our church was at the dome. But
Yes.
now why is it only lasting 3 months here in our church? Yeah, pastor, these guys are overdriving the boxes.
Yeah. Or they don't know what.
Yeah, they
what
don't know
they're
what
doing.
they're doing.
Yeah.
So that system can last you very long. Even a mic. I mean, SM58 Shure mics have been around for a very long time.
I've still got 6 SM58 mics
Yeah.
that I use on a Sunday morning for choir. And I bought that in 1996.
Yeah.
And
And
they're
it's
still
only
running.
serving you well because you've been a good steward with it.
You have to look after it.
You've looked after it. If it needs to be packed away in its case after the service,
Then
after
pack it
band
away.
practice, pack it away.
Yes.
Because it's either it's gonna go missing, someone's gonna walk on the stage, not see it, and kick the grill. Now the grill is dented, or something's gonna happen to it. But if you're a good steward with it, the things can last you.
And if churches would want your services, BIBO, to come in, give them advice, do you have a package where you train the guys also,
Yeah.
like you said, where you train them
Yes.
in terms of the equipment I'm going to use?
Yeah.
So you do the training as well.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So he does the training also to tell you how this equipment's supposed to be used and everything, the sequence of putting on amps and then
Yeah.
putting on the speakers, or putting off the speakers first, then
And the
putting
amps.
off the amps, all those type of things. Muting the channels before
Yes.
you plug out the guitar.
All of
or-
that plays a role.
All of that plays a role.
Because that's how simple it is. A guitarist can just plug in his guitar, boom,
Boom.
gone
There-
with the HF drivers.
Yes. Gone.
Now you get a quote to replace the HF drivers. That's going to cost the church anywhere between 100 to 300,000 if you've got line array.
Yes. Yes.
Because that's the reality of it.
Yes.
That's why the arrays are so expensive because of the technology in them.
Yes.
So if we keep stuff like that in mind, muting, when to mute, when to unmute,
Yes.
also just that communication. And I'm very big about this in churches where I speak about churches and departments mustn't work as independent.
Yeah.
It's not the media team,
And
the
the-
sound guys,
yes.
the lighting guys,
Yes.
and us.
Yes.
Hey guys, we are working together
Together.
as one team to achieve a common goal.
Yeah.
100%.
We are either going to be called the creative team or we are going to be called the worship team.
100%.
Because what the words guys is doing
Is just as
benefiting-
important,
Yeah,
yes.
just as important,
Yes.
and it's benefiting the singers. And we need the singers to sing, otherwise we don't know when to sing. We need the band to play, otherwise we don't have music.
Right.
We need the sound
Facts.
guy, otherwise there's no sound.
Yes.
So if we work, how can we work as individual people or separate entities if we're all working for the same thing? If the sound isn't up, they can't sing. If they don't
100%.
sing, we can't hear.
100%.
So once you get that mindset right, and it alleviates a lot of frustration and irritation between teams, because if you view yourself as separate entities, there's a lot of friction.
Yes.
Because like, oh, look, yeah, wasting our time again. Oh, when are they getting here? There's lack of communication.
100%.
But if you guys work as one, there's constant communication. Guys, did we sanitize the mics?
Yeah.
Guys, is the mic set up? Guys,
Yes.
did we do sound check?
Yes.
Guys, if the lyrics need to be sent on a Monday, guys, we're just following up. Has the lyrics been sent? Yes, the lyrics has been sent. It's Monday. Because what I'm doing is setting you up to win.
100%.
That's all it is.
100%.
For you to perform at your optimum, I need to give you information on time.
Yes.
You need to give us the song list on time. You need to tell me as the drummer that the skins need to be replaced on time.
Tell me. Don't
Correct.
tell me on a Sunday morning.
Correct.
Hey, this thing broke, man, because I wanted to tell you last week, but no. Brothers, the service is about to start.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
All those type of things. And you know what? There's so much to discuss on this. I'm thinking of the technical side of, you've got a small church, right? You've got a full band
Yeah.
in the small church. And now you've got big monitors on stage.
Yes.
And the musicians, every time you're showing the engineer, my bro,
Yeah.
I need more.
Yeah.
more. So you can put off the PA ma,
Yeah.
and just leave the
Leave
stage on, and you can still hear.
And it happens.
And it happens. So all those technical things in terms of, guys, we got a small setup here.
Correct.
Let's just get rid of the monitors on stage.
Yeah.
Let's just use headphones.
Yeah.
And there are ways to do that.
Correct.
And I think it all starts by now for me, BIBO. We should not think about analog. Just buy a digital mixer.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Just buy a digital mixer so that what you're going to do in terms of your headphones, using that, and it's all going to be, you can do it from the digital mixer.
Yes. Yes.
It's all going to sync according to that. So I'm saying that we still have to discuss. You're looking for LED screens. You're looking for that's now your higher. You're looking for lighting. You know what
Video
lighting to
software.
use, video software, all those. This man's got all that experience. He's got all those contacts. He can set you up, give you the advice, and show you where to go from there. Do we have any other questions there,
So
Jay?
there's just been comments here.
Yeah.
Just basically agreeing on pre-recording, although the work is a lot more harder.
Oh,
but
yeah, no, it
But
is.
it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just agreeing also on the Apple products. I mean, one of the people you are saying that one of my machines, a MacBook Air 2012 model in our business for photo video editing, is still rocking
Wow.
and reliable.
Wow,
It's
beautiful.
It's either it's gonna switch on or it's not gonna
Gonna
switch
switch
on. It's the nature of Apple. It's not gonna turn on. And are you hearing the fan and what's happening? Why is the screen not coming on? No, it's either it's gonna work
or it's not
or
gonna
it doesn't
come.
work.
Yeah, 100%. No, 100%. BIBO, man, we are so excited to have you here. I don't know what you guys need to do. Just leave comments on the Inside Show if you want us to have a series of workshop type of live shows where we get people like BIBO in and we get people like Gabriel in and so forth, just to sit and say, okay, we're gonna discuss this aspect, and so that you can follow how would you like that, and do practical stuff and show you guys this is the practical issues that we need to sort out and so forth. If you want that, like in a workshop style, you leave messages on the comment section, and we'll look at that and we'll try and bring that onto the show if that's gonna help you. Jay?
So closing remarks.
Yes.
Closing remarks. I just want to say I'm glad and privileged that we have our very own doing what it does. Many a times people are looking elsewhere.
Yes.
But we have our very own doing what it does. And I must just say, BIBO setup. I was with BIBO once and we were doing a setup. BIBO
Hey,
setup
bro.
is so clean. It's clean. It's something that you got to.
You know,
got
creatives
to-
can get untidy.
Facts.
But this guy's
His setup was it's so clean.
beautiful.
So go for it. Something that you gotta make use of.
Yeah. Some closing remarks, BIBO.
Yeah, you know, I just want to say, if you're watching out there, watching now, and you're considering,
Yeah.
improving on what you're doing, get in touch.
Get in touch with you.
Get in touch. Drop your details in the comment section, or comment
Yes.
with what it is that you need done, and we can make this thing happen. I think.
And how do they get hold of you on social platforms?
So on Facebook, I'm Brandon BIBO Williams. Brandon BRENDAN BIBO Williams. Instagram, I'm underscore BIBO. So BIB and a 0, not a O. And I'm underscore BIBO Productions on Instagram as well.
Okay.
So that's my social platforms that you can get hold of me.
So they can DM you or just
Correct.
leave a comment there for you to get back to them.
Correct.
Wherever.
And I think just for the show, and anyone who's watching, I think the first 4 people to comment now will get a free consult from me.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
Go for it, guys. Go for it.
I'll come through, and so just in the comment section, say I'm in BIBO. So
I'm in BIBO.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in BIBO. The first 4 people to drop that in the comment section will get a free 2-hour consult from me.
Okay.
And I'll come through, have a look at your setup here, where it is you guys are wanting to move and what it is you're looking to achieve, and I'll advise on the way forward, or just assist you with improving on what you're currently doing.
Okay, beautiful, exceptional. And when you say I'm in BIBO, just leave your contact details there so that we can get back to you. We'll check it out for BIBO. Even if you watch it after the live stream, we'll check out those details and see who's the first 4, and then we'll forward it over to him to come and check it out. But thank you so much. We've got BIBO is an exceptional professional, and he does things professionally. Give you sound advice, and also he'll give you advice not to burn your pocket, but to show you what is the best solution for you and for what you want to achieve. And that, I think, is very important. We need it in this day and age, and we want to thank you. People, thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
We really appreciate your work that you're doing, and you're doing it with excellence, and we appreciate that. And thank you so much, and may the Lord bless you going forward.
Thanks.
Corporate or church, any one of the two, you need assistance from BIBO, he's got the whole package for you. The whole package for you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, please press that subscribe button. Press the like button. Press the share button so that we can get these programs out there. It will be informative for many people. And thank you so much, and enjoy your weekend. And we'll see you again next week. Peace out.